Huh.
Alright.
Alright. Okay. Oh, it's a rainbow conch.
Please. Never know until you try.
I want to say this is getting to be needlessly complex, but... Oh. But that is the sort of thing I would expect from the Clockwork Castle.
Colonel.
Was yeah. Oh!
I got got. Woof.
Oh.
Alright. So that just does poison, maybe bludgeon also, unless I use boost.
Yeah.
Alright. Only one thing to do now. Get this treasure chest.
Yeah.
Blue leaf.
Ah.
I think I'm going to give it to my healer with skills that cost -1 HP.
Yes.
Now you can have a green leaf. Oh, it's the evergreen leaf that you have. I see. Now I get it. Where it came from.
I think that was just it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not mad about the blue leaf. Let me be clear. I was just making sure that's it.
Yeah, a lot. Yep. Oh. You want to challenge me to a game of wheels? And don't be silly. You haven't even beaten all the champions yet.
Don't blame me. Blame the dice.
Do not touch that. Do not touch that. Do not touch that. Do not touch that.
Are you the Watchmaker? Look, we need your master key in order to...
Whatever you may need, I take no part in any conflict.
Is that your master key?
Quite peculiar, how it happened to appear just like that.
Are you saying we can take it?
I'm simply pointing out the peculiarity of what just happened. I have work to do.
Got master key.
I have work to do.
Work. Something need doing? Campfire feels cozy and warm.
Oh, that's a nice change of pace.
Oh.
Now this.
Let's see if it'll give us the story.
It's a 1!
We've rested, now let's camp.
Hey, want to hear a story? That is a 2. When Aephorel first arrived in our realm, he brought with him a group of kid geniuses.
Very normal to tell this story here.
If stories are to be believed, Sale and his friends had struck a deal with him to free their people. In the Fleshmancer's new base of operations, they would toil away creating machines for obscure uses in realms unknown. But such a base had yet to be built, so as always, Aephorel set out to locate the best collaborator there was to be found. He needed someone morally neutral, for it was execution he desired, not competition. With this new lair, he would prove himself superior to Rashawn by building a castle that would control time within itself. The Watchmaker was the perfect fit. She was only interested in her craft, and otherwise had no interest in Aephorel's machinations. All she asked for in return was a workshop of her own, where she could be left to her own devices. The deal was struck, and together they designed the Clockwork Castle. The Watchmaker began drafting schematics for the kids to start production on, while she'd handle the more intricate parts herself. Meanwhile, Aephorel enchanted countless cogs and bricks, giving them an aura of magic that none could understand. Construction was almost complete when Sail and his crew made their move. One night, they flipped exactly the right cogs so that once the castle's perpetual movement was activated, its core function would backfire. They had no goal in mind other than foiling the Fleshmancer's plans, and in that respect, they'd succeeded resoundingly. What came of the sabotage was that time now came to a halt within the Clockwork Castle, or rather, within its inhabitants.
You know, if we had heard the story before, the meeting would have made a lot more sense.
And they had played their trick so well that Aephorel didn't even know they'd done it on purpose. There would be no impressing Rashawn this time, but he could definitely see some upsides to a workshop that operated forever. As a final touch, he ensured that any mortal leaving the castle would see themselves age instantly by the amount of time they'd spent inside. Upon completion, Aephorel locked everyone inside for a century, ensuring that the Watchmaker and the children could never leave, lest they die instantly of old age. The Watchmaker thought nothing of it, and relished the opportunity to focus on her craft for an eternity. Yet in this time prison, Sail and his friends would have to work day and night. Proud of having done the right thing, it seems that they are at peace with their situation. Perhaps getting to be kids forever helps, in a way. From day one, they would always deliver, while adding just the right amount of breakage to give the Fleshmancer countless headaches, without basic suspicion. One can only feel gratitude when contemplating the suffering that's been delayed, or even prevented, thanks to their cunning game of wasting Aephorel's time. The end.
Since we're near the end of time for this session, we're gonna roll the dice again.
Oh, okay. That is a 1.
Get it out of the way. Get it on tape.
Alright. Countless millennia ago, two powerful alchemists named Rashawn and Aephorel set out to create the elixir of life, and succeeded. As all things in alchemy come at a price, the gift of immortality caused their bodies to decay, leading them to conceal their hideousness under colorful robes. Reveling at first in the bright side of their immortal coil, they spent centuries nurturing the world and creating wonders to inspire its mortals. Over time, however, Aephorel grew increasingly jealous of the ephemerality he would never taste again. Thus began his wicked journey into the forbidden schools of alchemy. A journey which would see every last bit of good in his heart dissipate, as he experimented with soul, bone, flesh, and blood alike. As fate would have it, Aephorel fully embraced evil and emerged as the Fleshmancer, a vengeful immortal plaguing the world with his monstrous creations. Rashawn tried intervening as best he could, but all that ensued was unspeakable chaos and collateral damage as the two former friends fought with godlike powers.
It's actually unspeakable chows. He spent a lot of time in the chow garden, and just a mess happened.
I would buy that. After much struggle, Rashawn discovered the Flesh Minion's only weaknesses to be solar and lunar magic, a power bestowed upon those born during a solstice. He began training these children to become solstice warriors, singularly tasked with culling the numbers of the Fleshmancer's creations. But Aetheril's knowledge was also growing. Eventually, he became capable of creating oddities of unlimited potential, known as dwellers. They would be impervious to all forms of magic, except during a total eclipse, when solstice warriors would have a very short window to attempt taking them down. And dwellers, it turned out, were creatures in development feeding on local life. Left to their own devices for too long, they would evolve into world eaters, spelling doom for all.
It's spelled D-O... O-M?
Armed with knowledge and power, solstice warriors would patrol the world, tracking dwellers to determine which should be taken down during the next eclipse. If they remained vigilant, there would never be a world eater, but Rashawn knew such a stalemate would only cause Aetheril to devise something even worse. In a desperate attempt to get ahead, Rashawn boldly performed transmutation alchemy on the very space-time continuum itself.
Huh.
After successfully splitting reality into countless timelines and parallel worlds, he shelved his alchemy vial and took up the mantle of the Archivist. On an endless journey across all realities, he would catalog every possible outcome in search of a resolution to the throes of the Fleshmancer. Meanwhile, Aetheril rejoiced at the infinite number of opportunities for destruction that had just opened up to him. To find some measure of peace amidst their immortal conflict, the two alchemists made a pact to let the fate of each timeline play out on its own. And so, the game of cat and mouse began, played by dwellers and solstice warriors on one level, and by Rashawn and Aetheril on another. Across a myriad of timelines and over innumerous centuries, some worlds would never be visited by Aetheril, while others would be cursed by his mark. Once marked, it was only a matter of time until a world met its finality, often following centuries of struggle. Each would either be destroyed by a world eater, or permanently saved by the ascension of a pair of solstice warriors into guardian gods. As to when Rashawn plans on recomposing the timelines, or whether he even knows how, remains to be seen. The end.
Again. Oh. There's 9 of them?
Oh!
Wait, if I fill up these 9, do even more appear? No. Okay. Wow.
Wow. Thanks for watching, everybody.
I'm out of here.